computer up. Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. um, Hold on 1 second. Okay, cool. Okay, how's everybody? Week in and week going so far?
Mine is going good. Everything good.
Yes, very good. Hey Ryan.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. Um, Let me write down this really quick before I forget because I wanted to ask. Okay, so tonight, well, yeah, we'll be doing DancePreneur, but it'll be a mix, a little bit of everything. But I did want to for any of you, I know some of you, we've been talking about focus on some of the things. Oh, I know Jadita, I want to hear if you can tell me. She was getting her business bank account set up. So I want to kind of just touch on a little bit to see where we are with some of the things in regard to our goals when we're saying establishing like our businesses or even thinking about what are some of the things outside of pursuing the dance aspect about careers. We know we are brands and we are entrepreneurs, whether you have a real job or not. You still are considered, everybody's an entrepreneur. They just, we out here trying to make sure we are looking at other spaces outside of depending on somebody else. So, what are some things that and then I know Ryan, this will be your first time as far as in the class, but we're talking about just entrepreneurship and like, you may have a brand or a business or, for yourself, obviously you are a brand, but what are some things that you are thinking about or considering when we're saying we want to expand ourselves outside of yes, we're pursuing our careers, but really your career is your business. It is your brand. It is something that we're going to be showing you how to create your money that you make from your dance jobs that pays your business. And so your business is really going to be a source of something that you think that in the future, if you think long term, that it's going to pay you. So what does that look like? And let's start figuring out what are the steps that we need. Do we have LLCs? Do we I know like Gita, she just went and opened, well, she was in the process of opening up her business bank account, but just even going to meet, she was going to different banks to decide which one, we're gonna have set up our business with. So those are like great conversations to just even talk about outside of who we want to dance for and what jobs we want to book. You know what I'm saying? All that's gonna be in there too. But we want to make sure we are laying the foundation of our business. So that's like really important to me. I would say definitely in the last 4 to 5 years, I just know that that's not really a conversation that most of us are having, us specifically are having. We are, we everybody depending on, I'm depending on that artist now to pay me. Yeah, okay, cool. But how else am I going to get this this thing popping that's mine, that is me, that is like, what I'm saying, it's something that I believe in, that I'm, I am nurturing just like any other passion that I have. And I'm right now, I'm in the phase of learning all I can about, because this is the entertainment business. So just saying, if you don't know stuff, they will definitely use that to their advantage and take advantage of you. So our goal is going to be like, all right, one of the things we'll talk about tonight, but I want us to already be going in business savvy as much as possible when we are doing these jobs. when you're going on these sets, when you're getting in these rehearsals, when you are somebody's checking your availability. It's interesting because I'll tell y'all it's something that's happening in real time when it comes to that, and how important it is for you all to know now, because you'll be surprised. A lot of not even just dancers, but just, I mean, adults, people that aren't really familiar with the industry, that may be working on a job and they have no clue how this goes. And that's the part that's scary, because if you don't know the business, if you don't know like how it's supposed to go, you absolutely will get taken advantage of. And you're so excited about the job. You so lit about the job, we don't even know, how am I getting paid? Who's handling the money? Like, what's this contract? What am I signing? And it's going to be up to y'all to be smart enough to know, like, I got to make sure I know this shit too, because otherwise I don't want you to get caught up in the vision and the picture of the job, and not really like, okay, let me set the foundation. All right, so I know if somebody hits me about a certain type of job, I know how to handle it. I know what my approach will. There's going to be a different approach that I'm gonna take when somebody calls me about this music video that I'm about to do, versus this TV show or this movie. I know it's different. So and then I'm thinking ahead about, when I get this job, how am I going to have this job pay me? Because essentially, what I'm saying, we're about to work. So, we from here on out, you guys do not have to be about money, because we are trying to work. So, there is transaction involved, my services. I'm getting paid for my services. So I'm thinking about the business aspect. We as dancers and creatives tend to not express our, about money, because we're not thought about when it comes to money, if that makes sense, because it's creative, it's dance, it's like fun, it's music, it's, when you're thinking about corporate, what y'all think about? You know what I'm saying? Them corporate folks, what's the money? We're not. It ain't no. We ain't no. It ain't no. Oh yeah. What's the rate? What's the money? What's my salary? You know what I'm saying? So it's clear, cut and dry. We ain't gotta. It ain't personal. It's like, it's business. So that's the same way we gonna be. We're gonna be like that. As excited as I am. Okay, what's the business, right? And there's a way to obviously handle business without you feeling like it's got to be, it ain't that, but it is. Okay, okay, all right, because my business is going to pay me for this job that y'all about to hire me for. All right, great. Okay, so does anybody want to kind of, like, before we get into the conversation, does anybody want to share updates, like, what's I know some of you guys have some, so I want to just kind of like see where we are, so that we can all hear, and and like get an idea of like what's happening in real time, which is great. And there is no like rush with any of this kind of stuff. It's not like all this stuff has to be done tomorrow type of thing, but as we discuss it, and it kind of like gets the ball rolling. So yeah, does anybody want to share first?
I can. So I think I've decided it's probably going to be between one or two banks. The only downside with business banking is a lot of times you have to choose bonuses or APY. And it's like you don't really know which one you want, because there's some banks that are like, okay, well, you use this and you get $300, your first. And then it's like, boom, free money from my business bank account, that I can use for my business. But those same banks, they don't have any APY. It's just your money sitting there and not making any money.
Yeah.
And then the downside is, if you want a brick and mortar, they're not giving you any APY. Or you can go to an online bank, it's FDIC insured, but it's an online bank, but they're giving you 3%. So it's like I'm trying to decide now which one I want to go with and benefit. I know it's between two, but I didn't realize with business banking it's so much different than personal check banking, because at least with a
Yeah,
personal bank, they're going to give you both. Like,
yeah,
okay, they can give you, that 250 bonus, but then if you have money in there after, 60 days, okay, you can start building money. It is not the case. So right
yeah.
now I'm trying to decide which one. I'm probably going to just end up with a brick and mortar. And then if as the business pick up and I have more, then also get that online FDIC insured once I really have money starting to flow in into the
Hmm.
bank. But those appointments went really well. I'm not going with Navy Federal at all. I'm probably going to end up going with Chase. Navy Federal were playing in my face. My money's just going to sit there and you only
Yeah,
make like 0.01%.
yeah,
Be
no,
so be so real.
yeah.
But Chase, the lady was so much nicer. That other appointment I had to go to, she was so much nicer. I think I started building a relationship with her. I've been emailing her back and forth. So we're getting there. Slow,
That's
small
good.
steps, but we're getting there.
Well, yeah, no, every little step matters. That's good. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to the business bank account type of thing, I would definitely do a brick and mortar and a bigger bank where I can go in and, talk to somebody, or just having the security of knowing like you got multiple locations. Let's say if you're traveling. I just think it's better. I am not familiar with like online banks, and I've been hearing that that may not be the safest place to have your money right now, because and then they got some banks that's going under. So for security purposes, like I would definitely go with a bigger bank, just especially in the beginning. Now, I don't expect to make no money in the banks. I'll tell you that right now. Like the bank account saving, no, you ain't gonna make no money in there. Now we will get it. That's a whole nother conversation that we can talk about at another time. I will bring somebody in to talk about that when we talk about like investing into the stock market and type of thing. But and to make money. As far as the banks, yeah, no, they're not about to. They're not about to do it. They try, but so your goal would just be to eventually the money that you are making, you would be investing that somewhere else. It wouldn't be sitting there. But that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's good. So that's when I was telling the last time we talked, I was expressing initially I didn't really harp on it because I was like, oh, get it when you can. But then I thought about it, I was like, no, if you have your LLC, and then you get your EIN, you have your business name. We've done all that kind of research with the Secretary of State, and you eventually get your LLC. You definitely want to go get the bank account, because we cannot operate or start like doing business without the business bank account. We don't want to do any type of business transactions with our personal, because in this remember long-term scheme of things, the business bank account has to show history, so that it's like, oh my God, my business has been established. It was established in 2024. In 5-10 years from now, your business has 5 to 10 years of history, which means you can show how much money your business has made. Now the business can pay you personal. You know what I'm saying? I am an employee of my business, but when I go and book this music video and they say, hey, how do you want to get paid? I'm be like, oh my God, here is my W-9 for my business, because this is how you're going to pay me. You're not going to pay Kiki. You're going to pay the business, so that the business can pay me, but the business is creating history. Now, if I would have known that when I was dancing in 2002 to 2012-ish, right? That's like when I did a lot of my dancing. I would have so much history business, like for my business, that I would be able to go and get money from the banks and from, you know, these different funding opportunities, because I would have shown, literally, imagine if you were on tour and you're making $2,500 a week. Now shit, it's more than that. It's like 27, whatever. If you making that, let's just say you did it for like 3 months, that money is being paid to your business. So now when I go to the bank and they like, oh, let me see your statements, or let me see what your business is like. The business is the business. They don't care how you making the money, you making the money. The business is showing income. Oh my gosh, your business makes $2,700 a week. It's showing income going in, going in. I'm like, yep. How much money do you need for your business? How much capital do you need? And then in my mind, I just think about all of the money that I missed that could have been going to a business and building business history, right? So fast forward 10 years. Okay, so that was in 2012. Shit. Okay, it's 24, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? What? Oh my God. 20 years? Oh, oh, no. And so that's why I'm telling y'all, like, please don't do what I did. I'm telling you, do this now. So when I was thinking, I was like, oh, no. We got to get the bank account. I don't know why I'm talking about, oh, yeah, get your LLC, get your EI. No, and then go get that bank account immediately. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take time, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get that done. Cause then you just start putting money in it. And you're not putting money in it to like spend it. I mean, you can spend the money. The idea is that I just want you to show history. I want you to show money going in. So, you know, when the job pops up, even when somebody's saying, hey, I got this gig, you available next weekend? Yeah, it's $500. You know what I'm saying? I just pay. No. Okay, don't pay me cash out now. Can you can you Zelle it to my business account? You know, no, I ain't got Zelle. Can you send me a whatever, however they work it out. When you get the money, put it in the business bank account. Just show income going in. So every month it's showing a certain amount of money being deposited. That's it. That's all I care about. Like, deposits are being made. I don't care if it's $50, $100, 250, whatever. Deposit that money that you're making for your business into a business bank account. Because over time, it's going to make so much sense. You're like, oh, okay, good. Okay, I'm showing my business has made, oh my God, my business made $50,000. The business made $50,000, right? Cool, in 6 months. All right, great. That's showing history. So yeah, get that bank account. And I personally would go to a bank that is, you know, what they consider like the bigger banks, like your Chases, your Bank of Americas, what Wells Fargo's. I mean, it's a lot. So long as you're in a brick and mortar bank, I would prefer you do that for your business, especially if it's like the first one. So yeah, so definitely get the account, and immediately just start putting deposits in there. It can be small amounts, you know what I'm saying? And any job you get, if they have you fill out paperwork, so you know when you get booked, you're going to have to fill out paperwork. Like it's so crazy. People don't even think about that part. They're just worried about the choreography. And so you forget, it's like, no, but you know, this is a business. So we got to make sure the business part gets handled. All right. So at some point when I go to work, at some point there's going to be something I'm gonna have to either fill out, or they're going to ask for, hey, can you send over, these are the little things you need to be looking out for. Fill this out or send over your whatever. So in your phone or your Google Drive or in your somewhere in your email or in your a photo, I don't care, JPEG or PDF, you have a W-9 copy of your business, like the EIN number, the address, all that information, like tax, because that's all they're about to be asking for. They're like, oh, can you send me over W-9 of your business? send me over W-9 of your business. You already have a copy of that, and you need to make sure every year you get a new one. So 2024, you already have your EIN, right? So you got your EIN, you got your W-9. So when people start asking for paperwork, you already got it. It's like, I know what my EIN number is. It's in my phone, whatever the address and all that kind of stuff is. That is something that you just need to be on the lookout for. You're gonna always think to put your personal, and I don't want you to do that no more. As soon as you start working, you get the job. Hey, yes, I got hired for this TV show. Awesome. Okay, yeah, you about to hit my business. Unless they say, which is rare, they normally don't do that. But if they say, oh, we have to pay you your personal, because it's like sometimes they say what is called like a loan out. Some TV shows don't let you do the business, and that's fine too. I don't really care how you get paid, but when you get the money, the goal is to deposit it into the business. So absolutely, I've done jobs that was like personal jobs, and like they're like, yeah, it's made out to me, my personal name, my government name, and I will take that money and I just put it in my business. If I'm trying to show income going into a business, I'm going to take the money that I worked and I'm gonna loan it to the business. I'm cool with that. Same thing, right? And vice versa. Like if they pay you, they pay the business, they're like, hey, the business is going to make this amount of money. I'm depositing the business. And then I can Zelle myself, pay this bill for whatever. Okay, I'm a Zelle it. So I'm paying myself as you can be, if you're a CEO, if you're an employee, whatever you want to be, you can still pay yourself. It's like you can make sure you need to get the money, whatever you need to pay, whatever. But the idea is in 5 years, somebody's gonna be asking for the bank statements. And they're gonna be like, how much does your business make a month? You can't be like, oh, when you're making when you're making money for real, like on the job, and let's just say you just did a TV show and you got paid $3,000. That's like, you can do that. That's easy. They do that. That's nothing, right? Imagine your personal making all this money, and then when they asking, hey, can we see your business bank account? Oh no, I mean, I made. Yeah, they don't want to see that. They want to see what the business is making. So I'm like, dang, I should have put the money in business. At least I can show that the business is making X amount of dollars. So I just want you to always have that in the back of your mind. It's like a game now. This is like, ooh, how much money can my business make? Even if it's me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just making sure that I can show income coming in. Because what I told y'all, in about 10 years, when you're ready to buy a house, they're gonna say, oh, you're a business owner, you're self-employed, you're a CEO of your company, yada yada yada. Oh, great. Okay, can we see the bank statements for the business? And you're gonna be like, yes, our business has made X amount, over the last whatever. And they want to see minimum 2 years of bank statements for the business. So in your mind, you're like, I got to start now. I want to buy a house in 10 years, less than that, whatever. But if I want to get whatever, I want to get my car, whatever you want to do. If you want to buy the car in your business name, I just got to start thinking about my business needs to show income. So however that works, you can be more conscious about it. So the EIN, I mean the LLC, the EIN, and then that business bank account immediately. It's like immediately. So yeah, so that's like kind of like the order. Okay, does anybody else want to share any updates, anything that's going on with the businesses? It doesn't have to be about banks either, it could be anything. Any updates on your business, or any plans of things to come that you are planning to do soon, or anybody want to share their business? Just, anything I want to hear.
I'll share.
Hi, Tanika.
Hey. All right, y'all hear Blippi in the background. My son is having a ball. But I did have my first dance fitness class on Saturday. I'm really excited about.
Yes.
It's Healthy Creators Rental Space if y'all want to come. It's from 10 to 12. But
Yes.
I have been researching some different things as far as like certifications I've been wanting to get. And I've been finding a lot of resources around just military spouses in general. So I found a couple of scholarships I was able to get. So right now I'm working on 2 certifications on the military's dime. So I plan to just kind of milk them for everything I can get before it runs out. And I think it's on a yearly basis. So once I use it for this year, I can turn around and use it again next year for some other certifications. So right now, I'm working on my personal training certification in nutrition.
Yes.
And I'm probably gonna go back to school for physical therapy. So my whole vision for my business is just wellness all around because my love has always been dance and fitness. And I was like, well, why don't you just put them together? So not only can I help people, from where they are to get stronger and better health wise, but I can help them from the back end if they get injured. So now I'm helping you get back to your normal self and then enhancing that on top of it. So overall, I can help you with everything: nutrition, health, wellness, physical therapy. So all of that, even when it comes to dancers, we get hurt all the time, but
Yeah.
matter of you don't really know what to do, what exercises to do to help you get back to your, normal strength or even better. So trying to, that's the goal. And then, I just get to really cater to my dance community because that's my heart. A lot of athletes get the normal services of all of that. So my goal is to kind of put a spin on it and really cater it to the dance community. So that is the plan. And so I'm just kind of taking it piece by piece because there's a large vision in my mind, but I'm just kind of doing one thing at a time so I don't overwhelm myself. But right now I'm excited about the classes. The goal is to do those at least once a month to check engagement. As engagement grows, then I'll increase the frequency throughout the month while I'm also working on all of my education on the backside. And I already got my first client as far as the nutrition. So I was like,
Yes.
things are coming together. So it's going great. I'm really excited.
Yes. That's amazing. It's so much there. Like, girl, I'm telling you, that's I should connect you with Kelsey. She finished this program last year, but she's into health, fitness, wellness, all of that. And we were actually talking about, which we'll talk more obviously in this program too, but even with Dancepreneur, when we're talking about like social media branding or partnerships and stuff like that with different companies. But she ended up connecting with like Puma and like all of these different companies, brands, and they all like sent her so much stuff. Like she got free shoes, free clothes and stuff like that. And so what she did, she made like a chart, and she would like just so even when we start talking about like I know you've already kind of heard some stuff with social media, but even revisiting some of that, like start thinking ahead of where you see yourself, what brands you see yourself connecting with health and wellness and fitness, with dance. It's so much opportunity there, girl. I'm like, it's a crazy, crazy market when it comes to that. And also just adding a service in the dance space when I'm thinking about if I'm working with an artist, even when like, let's say I'm on tour, I'm able to offer, yes, I can actually make sure everybody does a physical therapy session while we're on the road, or yada, yada, yada. And that's another coin that they're going to pay you because it's outside of like, okay, I got hired to dance, but I also offer this as, another service that can be beneficial. And then it's going to be cost effective for them. It's needed. Somebody got to do it because, whatever, it's a job and then somebody needs to do it. But it's also smart to be able to offer that type of service because then your name is also provided to different other people like, oh, Yeah, she was just did work job with us. We got together. She can do this. You can get on sets. Like I done seen it. I'd be like, oh yeah, y'all do it. Yeah, if it's a scene that has dancing in it or whatever, and the actors are requesting, somebody to be on set because oh my God, my shoulder, whatever, whatever. I've seen like people that they just happen to do it, they're on set doing that too. It's like, oh, so keep that in mind as you like, let's say you get booked on different jobs or whatever, just throwing that as a thing out there to whoever it is, like, yeah, also just so it would be like any other skill set I have. I can also do this, whatever. By the way, or can I offer you a free whatever first? Bring them on in, get one session in, yada, yada, yada. Then you're back. And you're like, hey,
Yes.
can you come back next week? There's another scene that's happening, whatever, whatever, whatever. Or you're on the road, So those are, when I think about stuff like that, I think about ways to get in and get connected and then getting consistent with like building relationships. I'm dancing and doing all other stuff, but I'm also like, it's like a networking really.
Yeah.
People like, that's like people that do food prep. One of my friends I saw on set, she's like, yeah, I do food prep for Kevin Hart. I was like, what? And it was so casual. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm like, you do what? Yeah, I do food prep for Kevin Hart. Got it. It's just so, say, oh yeah, I do physical therapy for like a named celebrity.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Telling you, it's a nice little space you got there.
Yeah, that's where I want to be.
There's so much you can do in that space, and then even in the dance community with dancers, I'm glad you are just expressing how important it is for us to know about that, and like be aware, especially with our bodies. Like we literally, this is how we make money, and this is how we make a living. So making sure we're taking care of our bodies, bringing awareness. That's what it is. Like really bringing awareness as much as you can. And yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, tap into the brands too. We'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah. I'm writing all this down.
Yeah.
Okay. You said
yeah,
Kelsey.
I'm Kelsey, and she is killing it. Okay. She literally left out. She's like killing it. She's gotten so many partnerships, and just, it's such a, like, health, fitness, wellness is such a great space. I mean, dance too, because it's, what I'm saying, it's part of health and it's part of fitness. And just, people love to dance, regular people, not just dancers. And it's just a great space to be in, but there's so much opportunity there. It's like endless. So, I can go on for days, but yeah, that's good. I'm excited for you.
Oh, I'm getting excited. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yay. Okay. Anybody else want to share any updates, any thoughts, any questions? I mean, it's free, pretty much open right now. Yes. Hey, Tamika.
Hi, I have a question about grants. Like, what do you think about grants? Because yeah, right now the funds is tight right now for me personally. Like, them funds is really tight. And I was just wondering, like, can I get a grant? Like, and then, put it into the business kind of like account, and then kind of like start up the business with the grant, because the business, the grant will cover a couple of the costs for the business that I can't currently cover right now. So is that a thing? Can I do that? Apply for grants and then?
Absolutely.
Okay,
like,
cool.
I wish I'm not even on it like I should be. I'm gonna send that to y'all. I have like a file of grants I'm actually that I get that has all of the grants that you can apply for. And let me just tell you, if you just, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, it's a breeze, like go apply and you get all the money. It's not that. But if you actually do it and you do your best, like I haven't been able to be consistent with applying, but there was a time when I was like, I like locked myself down and was just applying. Like, I'm applying. So yeah, I got the list. I got you. I don't know why. Anyway, it's fine. I'm glad you brought it up. I was applying like crazy, but it does take it takes discipline to be able to like just like lock in. Once you do one, they all kind of ask the same questions. So what I would do first, you make sure whatever your business is, you need to like, it needs to be, it's like a person. The business is like really another person. So this person, you got to know the ins and outs of it, even if it's not fully like fleshed out. You like, I don't really know like what I want to do in 5 years with it. Like, you might not be there yet, but just start thinking about, if you want to do, I'm not saying go out and do a business plan, that's something that you want to think about doing at some point, because you can get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in 2000, what's this? What year is this? It's 24. So in 22 or 23, I heard about a grant that I had applied, that I was like, that somebody had gotten. He's like, oh yeah, I applied for this grant, and at the time when she told me, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I probably won't get it, but whatever. So I was just listening, and she's like, yeah, you should apply. Like, it's with Comcast, and I was like, and it was for African American entrepreneurs. I don't even think it was, and it wasn't you. It was female and male, so it was open. You know what I'm saying? That if you got a small business or a business, and you're African American, or I think I think yeah, I feel like it was African American only for this particular grant. And I was like, I'm just apply to see shit. But I knew, I was like, well, I need to get in the habit of this, because this is another thing. Like we're saying, as an entrepreneur, there are going to be times you're going to do things that you may not really want to do. This isn't like I'm like lit and crunk about let me go file this grant, let me go fill out this grant for you. I'd rather be choreographing, or I'd rather be dancing, or I'd rather be doing something that, maybe is more fun, appealing, right? Fine. But there are things about, as an entrepreneur, that, at some point you're gonna have to like lock down and, and sit down and do, or just find the discipline, or just carve out time to do this. And the one thing they would always say is like, don't try to do all that in like one day. Just do one or two on a Sunday, and then just let it, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe a couple of months, because this grants throughout the year. And don't press yourself about trying to apply to all of them, because it can be overwhelming, right? But there is money out there. So I applied for Comcast Rise. And if you won, or not won it, but if they gave you the grant, you got $2,500, you got a desktop, you got 3 laptops and 2 iPads. Do you know I got the grant? $2,500, a desktop, 3 laptops, 2 iPads. I say, wait, what? Are you guys sure? Because they have to get rid of that stuff. They have to literally get rid of money. Not only get rid of, but they have to give away. That's how they get grants. That's how they get the grant money, on the success of you and your business. So if I get, oh my gosh, this allowed my business to grow, and I was able to make X amount of dollars from being able to have this laptop, and I was able to get somebody to run this computer, and blah, 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 whatever. I was able to do my marketing, whatever, right? You do the whole spiel of how this grant helped my business. So guess what? They're going to keep giving out more money. They're going to keep giving out more. Okay, Comcast, it was equipment too. So they gave money and equipment. But there's all types of grants. It's not just, yes, they have the monetary grants, but then they also have like, things that your business, I'm trying to apply for Progressive, because they're giving away cars. They're giving away, they got trucks. I need a van for, when I want to go travel to a studio to shoot. I want to be able to load up a van that was given to me from a grant, right? So there are all types of different types of grants depending on your business. Yes. So you absolutely, and I'm not speaking from hearsay. I'm speaking from it happened. Yes, it works. They are grants. I've applied for a lot of grants. A lot of grants I didn't get. So you want to make your, I would say this, whatever your business is, it has to be something that is of service, that is going to bring it. What is your business doing to make the world a better place? What does your business do to make someone better or feel better or look better or be better, or like, what does your business do? Because that's how you sell your business. That's how you sell with the grants. They want to know, why should I give you this money? What are you going to do with it? Okay. You can't be like, I'm using this to pay my bills. No. It's a no. They're not giving you that no money for that. This money will help me be able to enhance my vision. I can use this capital, like, okay, for me, obviously, I was like, okay, I'm getting, at the time, I didn't have a studio. So, oh my God, this will be great for my studio. I'll be able to have equipment. I can have dancers come in. They'll be able to use this to do editing or blah, blah, blah. Like I can, they can do the social media. I was like, oh, this money will help me be able to build out psych wall, yada yada. I'm like, I'm telling a story about what my business is. So start there. Like, you, before you start applying for grants, because when you start seeing the questions, it's gonna be the same questions every time you apply. So what is your business? And a lot of the questions that they're asking, if you start to do a business plan, is going to answer the question for you. So you'll be able to, the business plan, like a template, is going to have literally the same questions. What's the purpose of your business? What is the mission of it? What do you plan to do in the next year, 2 years? Like, who are you? Like, they really want to know about you and the business and what you're bringing. Why should we give you this money? Because it's free money. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a loan that you got to pay back. No, this is free money. So what is so compelling about you and your business that I should give you this money? And I mean, you can really go in with that. You can really make a story. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to embellish it. I'm going to make it, oh my God, like I'm saving lives. I'm changing the world. I'm making people live out their dreams. I am pushing them to be better. Like, yeah, we're going to sell it, because at the end of the day, it could be true to that. And that money will help bring your business to life or help your business get to the next level. So when I need the money, that's going to help pay. Yes, it's going to help pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? Long as you ain't telling them that, that's fine. The money can pay for whatever, but let me tell you about the business, because that's what they're going to be wanting to know. They want to hear, how are you? I'm telling you, because it's gotta be, it can't just be, oh, I'm just using the money to go buy something, or it can't be that. It has to be like, I'm saving somebody's life. This is what this money is going to do for my business. It's going to allow me to change somebody's life. I'm going to create, and I joke about this to, like, I've told this story to Taylor, because we had this conversation in one of the Dancepreneurs collectives, and I was telling her this same story, and she was like, I was like, yeah, you gotta tell people, like, you changed a lot. She was like, do that every week. I say, I know. You are changing women's lives. And like, when y'all are having class, like, imagine a woman that might be going through a divorce and she goes to a Lady Lines class, or even the beginner. Like, these are like mostly regular women, and they are needing this for their soul. They are, they might be dealing with stress at home and kids and like their spouse and family, whatever. And they're able to come into a space, and it's like, it's a safe space, and they feel free, and they feel like, so like, changing their lives. I was like, Taylor, yes, like they will give you a grant. You are helping women. You're empowering them. You're making them stronger than they were before. That is life-changing. That is, yes, I want to fund you in your business because you are going to help your business is going to help our business. That makes sense. They're gonna get more money. They get more money for grants to give more money out. So there are so many. I'm gonna send them all to you guys. It's amazing. And it's every like, it's not like one time of year. It's throughout the entire year. Throughout the entire year.
So
Sometimes
what if I don't have the okay, because right now I don't have the business account. Yes, I do plan on doing the LLC, getting the
Yeah.
business account, etc. So what if I apply now? I don't have that yet. Like
yeah, no, you have to have that.
you have to have the LLC.
They're not gonna give a person a grant, if that makes sense. They're giving
Okay, a business account.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not even really about, I mean, yes, it's about the account, but it's not really about that. It's the business that is getting funded. It won't be Tamika. It's gonna be the business. I mean, it could be your name as a business, you know what I'm saying? But the business has to get funded. That's the only way you'll be able to get the money. They're telling you, they're not asking for no bank statements, but they not asking for your personal, they want an EIN number. That's what they're gonna be asking for. And they're gonna want a W-9 because they're gonna be sending you a 1099 at the end of oh yeah, you gotta pay taxes on it, but they're sending you a 1099 at the end of the year to the business, not to your personal. So that and another reason why you want to hurry up and go ahead and get that LLC.
Yeah.
Because what if you apply to that and they're like, yeah, but we need your business account, you wouldn't be able to get that far because they're gonna be in the application part, they're asking for the name, the LLC name and all that. So you wouldn't be able to even apply until you had that. And so that should be an incentive for everybody. Like the sooner you get that kind of stuff going, and check this, like you can do it more than once. You can do, what if you had two businesses?
So if let's say I get an acting gig now, right? Okay, I do the bank account, whatever. I do the LCEI and whatever, and I get an acting gig. Can I give them the W-9 that's supposed to be for the dancing portion? Like,
To who?
Like to grants or even if I just get a gig and it's now time for me to get paid for the gig, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I'm gonna build it for the dance portion, but I'm saying like, what if I get like an acting gig? Would I be able to? Sorry, my son is doing the most, but would I be able to use that account to also get paid for the acting gig and stuff like that? Could it be like a universal performance art account?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The grant folks don't really care about the money that's in their account. It has to just be a business account. They're not checking it. It's nothing that they're not like, let me see your bank account. It ain't that. It has to be a business bank account. They'll know if it's a business bank account or a personal account. And that's it. Luckily with that, it's not so in your business type of thing. It ain't nothing like, you're trying to buy a house. Yeah, they all up in your business. They want to see all your statements. They want to see your bank account. They want to see everything. But for like the grants and stuff, no, you just need to make sure you have your EIN, and it has to match like the name and all that, like it's yours. When it comes to I don't know for sure if this is true or not, but like partnerships and stuff like that, I guess it wouldn't matter if you're applying and you're in a business partnership, as long as the name is matching, they don't care. It won't matter. But yeah, and it doesn't matter what the money is going in the account, like where it's coming from. They don't care about that. Just long as it's for the grant, as long as it's a business bank account, because whatever they're writing that check to, it has to match the name of the business bank account name. But yeah, go ahead and get it. And go ahead and start like what is your business about? And maybe this will help too. A lot of you, surface, you might have had a business and this is kind of what it's about, but now you can really go into more depth and go to ChatGPT, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all got AI now. Shit, we ain't had it. You can go to AI and it can at least, you can prompt it to at least give you a start of your business. Like, okay, hey, my business is about health, fitness, and wellness, and I really want to write a compelling mission statement about my business, as if I was applying for a grant. Enter, and everything will come on there. You can put, pull what you want, but at least, there's thoughts that's like provoked to be able to help when you get ready to fill out the applications. Because if you're trying to go get the money, it's not going to be, fill out your name and turn in this sheet. They're going to be asking, they're going to ask a lot of questions that, you want to be able to answer, but also making it look good. So, like, okay, yeah, they should give me this money because I'm going to change the world. And then you competing against a lot of people too. So everybody trying to get the money. Go ahead, Jadita.
I was just gonna say, yes. So honestly, I looked on Google and I looked up Chat GPT prompts. So that way, because Chat GPT can be very specific with the words that you use. So I just looked up Chat GPT prompts for making small business plans and things like that. And it helped give me a skeleton. Then I used that skeleton, put it in Word, added a couple of notes. And then if you're in Chat GPT, it lets you edit it around the way. So I'll put in something, see if I like how it is. If I can think of one thing that changes it, instead of giving it a whole new prompt, I just went in and edited the prompt so it would update the new business plan. Yeah. And then you can just export each one. And I just saved like 8 of them on my computer. I'm not using them right now, but it's just a good resource. So I definitely, any prompts that you need, when I tell you Google has every prompt, and like work boards, Reddit is going to be your best friend. Reddit is out of 10. Reddit had a bunch of amazing prompts. Like people just be bored and giving out free information. So I definitely used Google to look up prompts to use, put those in Chat GPT with my business ideas, and it gave me like the best skeleton to work with.
Yes, ma'am. Telling y'all, it's like work smarter, not harder. If you don't have to, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, dang, I feel like when I started doing my like business plans and like that, Chat GPT hadn't come out yet. I mean, it's good now though, seriously. Like anything that requires, just a little bit more effort and thought, into what you want to say, it's cool. Like you already have your thoughts. You can just write your thoughts and then it will just expound on it. That's all. It's like, okay, well, this is kind of like ideas that I have. Can you like elaborate a little bit more? Can you give me a little bit more description with this, and it's done. And then just go apply. Just go apply. So yeah, ChatGPT will be your friend, specifically for anything that requires a lot of time. Like our time is valuable. So if you don't have to spend hours trying to like, nobody got time for that. Let me tell you my thoughts, and then you go ahead and help me out. Come on, because everybody's doing it, so it ain't like saying it's not like it's something that oh my god, yes, everybody is using ChatGPT. We're just trying to save time, to get to the goal. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're using it because that is so like I wish.
I use it for everything, literally everything. Resumes, cover letters, anywhere I can use AI, I use AI. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, ChatGPT, OpenAI, y'all go ahead and get familiar. And then you can actually take that and I think you put it like, I don't know if you know Grammarly. It'll like it's kind of like a not spell check, but it checks to make sure it's not like plagiarism or anything like that. And you can like mix in, save your time. Like We ain't got time.
And after you have like your final prompt that you want to use in Chat GPT, put a final sentence of take the information you've given me and make sure it's grammatically correct and flows well for a corporate setting.
Yeah.
And then it'll go ahead and it'll do all of it for you. And then you can literally just do a final check because
Yeah.
it'll sound right, but then there'll be like a lot of run-on sentences and stuff
Yeah.
that sometimes Grammarly will miss. So
Yeah.
after you do the final prompt, just make sure that this flows well, is grammatically correct, and is in whatever proper setting. So if it's informal, you can make sure it's informal, more friendly. But if it's for a grant, just put grant corporal setting terminology or something like that, and it'll alter all of that for you.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go get this money. How about that? Okay. Let's go apply for these grants. I would definitely like once y'all, you know the name of the business or you have the ideas, you kind of like, and this don't, it could be more than one, you might have like, oh, this business over here is focused on this. And I think later I'm gonna do another bit, whatever. Like it doesn't have to be one thing, but go ahead and start. And it can come from you, but then use ChatGPT as just like to be able to just expound on what your thoughts are. You'll be surprised. Like you can do one thought sent and it will take that and it's like, oh my God, yes, like this is exactly how I saw my vision for this. And then start getting really diving into what your business is. Now you have to do that part. You definitely have to think about like, okay, well, why am I doing this? Because it's not about money either. It's not like, oh, I'm just trying to make the money. No, like, what is this business that I'm starting? Like, why am I starting it? Why am I doing this? Because you don't have to start a business, but why am I doing this? And then start, really going into what it is that makes it unique or special, or, the service. Maybe it's a service, maybe it's a product. Like, what is it? How does it make people feel? If it's a product or, if it's a service, how does your service make people feel? Just start thinking about those type of thoughts and questions, because when you start applying for the grant, those are some of the questions that they're going to be asking. And you want to be as descriptive as you can when you're thinking about like these grants. I mean, $2,500, that wasn't a lot in comparison to some of these grants is like $10,000, $25,000. Like it's a lot. And up to $100,000. Yes, they are giving away crazy money. So when you're thinking about that, you're like, okay, yeah, let me take some time and actually put this together. So then once you do it, it's done. And then you can just start applying. Okay, yay. Anybody else, any updates or questions in regard to your business or a business or bank account or EIN or anything, any updates you want to share? No, Robin, what about you?
Okay. Oh, I'm like, I can share.
Go ahead, Couture. I come back. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so I just recently I got booked for BMF background work. So go ahead.
When? That's fine.
It was on what day? Hold on, is it what's today? Wednesday, Tuesday. It was Friday. It was on Friday.
Good.
Yeah, if I wasn't mistaken, yeah, it was on Friday. I went Friday. But it was so crazy because when I tell you everything you said, like as far as like how it's gonna be, like I would just say, like for example, like how you say, you sit in a room all day, and when they call you, they call you. If they don't, they don't. Like but either way, you get paid, or you're just like in the room. So like I was like, and I met Dorothy too, and we was just talking. We was like, this is just so funny because everything that you said, it was like that. But we were so excited, just to like be in the room. We actually didn't like film, so they didn't use the part that we got booked for.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat there like all day, but it was still good. It was exciting. So I got booked for that. And then also I just got booked to do, this is my first choreographing job for this artist. And I'm excited because what she was telling me, she was saying the assistant who I'll be working with, she'll just like he's her cousin. It's Artrell. So I was like, that's like a blessing. It's like a full circle because I feel like ever since I moved up here, like it's just like everything is it's connected, and I'm like, it
Yes.
just makes sense. Because she was like, she had just told me that today. She was like, Artrell. I was like, wait, what? Like, what's his name? She was like, Artrell, man, and look him up. I was like, I actually know him, and so that was just like cool. So I'll be like
Yes.
working with him. So I'm excited for that. And like I said, it's my first like job getting booked as a choreographer, and it's paid. So I'm excited about that. And with my LLC, so I have my LLC and my EIN number. So I'm gonna go tomorrow. I was trying to go last week to do like the bank account, but I don't know who was talking, and she was saying like how it's so different. The business account and then the personal account is so different. So
Yeah.
I was thinking it wasn't as different. I thought it was gonna be like an easy process, but I'm just like, okay, I need to come back and like make an appointment so I can actually like see
Yeah.
get the information instead of just trying to rush into it.
Yeah.
So I'm going tomorrow to like see. I was gonna go to Chase, and then I was gonna look at Bank of America, just
Yeah.
to just try different banks. So yeah, that's what I'm excited about all of that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
Okay. I had one question. It's about audition. So it's a movie submission. So my question is like when like they give you a script that you have to you act out or whatever and submit. My question is, and if in those videos, should it just be me, like myself, and like I'm talking to myself basically, or because what I was thinking, I was like I can have and it'll be like you could just hear them. I have like two of my friends just because it's two other people parts in the script. So I'm like, maybe they can like read it, and I like we're talking, we're having a conversation, so they can hear it in the video. So
Yeah.
like I don't know if that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that'll help me better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time they say have a reader that's on
Okay. So
camera.
reader, that's what it's called.
So yeah,
Okay.
so whoever you get, and it don't have to be, even if it's like two different roles, it can be one person, they just read all the lines.
Right.
But yes, definitely have a reader so that you hear the dialogue that's happening in that scene.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, because that's what I wanted to do, but I'm like, let me just make sure, because I didn't want to, not be considered because of that, like
Yeah.
I'm not, following directions. But okay, cool.
Yeah, no, that's
Cool.
good. Nope. So yeah, have the reader. It was something. Oh, with the bank account, just make sure you have a printout of, you have the printout from the Secretary of State, that form, and then it's the EIN, it's that paper. As long as you got them two papers, you good.
Okay, because I know like with the EIN, they send it through my email, so I was just gonna go print it out.
Okay, yeah.
That page that they send me with it on, I was gonna print that out, and I have like all of the other hard paperwork, like the secretary and all that. I have all of that at home, so cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. And then your ID and all that, but yeah, and I'm saying, like once you get that. Once that's set up, everything else is like, child, let's go. Oh, that's my other question. Okay, because I use examples for everybody. So you the choreography job. Okay, what's happening? So how are you doing that? Do we have we don't you don't have to tell me race and like that, but are we do we have race negotiated? Do we have deal memo in place?
Yeah, so I did it. So I did my deal memo last night. I sent everything over to her.
Yes.
We just she said okay to everything. She was like really shocked because it's my first time too. So I didn't want to go crazy. And for me, it's like, yeah, I want to make money, but it's not all about the money. I want to build that relationship.
Yeah.
So she okayed my rates and everything. And then we just go from there. And also, like I said, it's just gonna be a learning experience, especially with Artrell. He's not like assisting me, but he's overseeing. It's like he's giving me constructive criticism. So I'm like, that's dope. But yeah, so she okayed the rate. So the rates are good. The only thing, because I don't have my business bank account, we're gonna do cash because I didn't want to do cash out. Because I just don't even really use cash out anyway. But I don't have a Zelle because I don't have a Zelle connected to my bank account. I'm gonna get that. In the process of getting that, I don't think they're not at my bank. Like they don't offer like servicing my bank. So we're just gonna do cash right now. And I was like, I'll just get, like how they have the receipts, the manual receipts. I would do that because that's how I did. Like previously, I had a dance team, and I did that when I did monthly payments. So that's the only way, I knew how to keep a paper trail of what I'm getting.
Okay, trying to think. If there's a way, yeah. I'm gonna let it slide this time. It's the cash. I'm like,
yeah. And
only
then
because
go ahead.
yeah, we just gotta figure out they need to oh, okay, you send a deal memo, but then send an invoice.
Okay.
That way you have like some type of paper of payment, even though they're giving you cash. Let's do the invoice also with that deal. The deal memo is really just the deal memo, what you're getting, what all you're doing. But the invoice, at least that's like, okay, I got, and then obviously once whatever you do with the money is fine. But like if you were to deposit that into your bank account, then there's a record of like, oh yeah, remember however much this was, I deposited, here's the invoice for that. And it has like, it's the job, whatever the job is. So you can just keep track of that. Now, depending on how much it was, we want to be aware of like, are we accounting this as income or, because that's the issue with cash. It's like at the end of the year, let's just say you did this job for a year and they were giving you cash for the year, right? At some point, it's gonna be hard to, cause see, I'm gonna need that company's EIN info if I'm trying to get on a 1099 for them. So this is cool for now, but the issue would arise if you were, let's say they booked you out for the year and you end up doing, let's just say you did 10 jobs, right? And they $1,000 a piece and you made 10 grand from them in cash. Okay. We got to make sure we can show an account for the record of the cash. But if you had 10 invoices that had paid $1,000, whatever, and now, okay, I can, when I'm turning in my papers, I'm like, oh, I made 10 grand from them, but they paid me in cash. I've definitely done plenty of cash jobs. So I'm not saying that, but I can show a proof of income.
Gotcha.
Now. And so now we just want to just keep that in mind. And then that won't be an issue, I'd be like, hey, nah, you're going to have to, once you get your business account, nah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna like switch.
I need you to wire that because because the bank or the folks that's trying to give you money, when they looking at cash deposit, they're like, well, where is this cash coming from?
I was gonna say where it's coming from. Right?
Yeah, versus the wire from the company, the wire from the artist, the wire from the label, the wire from the management. They like, oh shit, okay, yeah, I see you working, you choreographing, whatever, versus cash. They were like, it's fine, but when you're trying to show it legally, because I'm trying to buy a house, the loan officer, where is cash coming from? Who's paying this cash? So as crazy as that sounds, that would be an issue years to come. At the time, you like, shit, give me the cash. I don't care, ain't tripping. I'm saying? That was me. I'm like, yeah, all that y'all paying cash at the end of the shoot. Yeah, it's cool. I'm cool with it. Give me the cash, and then I'm on to the next. But I'm gonna save you that in years from now when because you'll do it again because it's like, it's quick. Shit, give me the cash. Yeah, I'll take it. That's cool. Take the cash. But now let's make sure we are like just the paperwork part, you're able to, hey, let me make sure I'm signing off on the cash that y'all gave me because I don't want, y'all talking about y'all ain't give me no cash. Yes, you did. I got this amount of money from y'all from you and get their EIN number. Just like, because they may not give you a 1099 at the end of the year, but I want to show a record of the money that was given to me from this company, this business, whatever it is. But congratulations, because that's how it starts. Girl, no,
Yeah, that's what
I'm telling
I
y'all,
was
we
like,
gotta
she was
wait.
like, it's gonna start rolling. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's rolling. I'm like, yeah, you gotta, like you said, you have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And that's one thing, like I can say this program has held me accountable for, like really like staying ready and really pushing. It's like, girl, you gotta get up and get to work because sleep ain't doing nothing. Cause I love to sleep. But I'm like, sleep ain't doing nothing. So let me get up and figure this out.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah.
Yo, in college, I used to sleep so much. Oh, I miss it. Like, what does that feel like? I used to sleep so much. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, them days are done, shawty. We out here.
Right, we gotta get up. What's sleep?
Gotta get up.
Okay.
Got to get up. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
right. I love sleep.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Oh, but that's good though. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, yeah. And you got your
Thank you. I'm
that's,
excited
that's
too.
even better. You
Yeah,
doing
when she
great.
said that, I was
Oh,
like, okay, like mouth drop. It was awesome. I'm like, yeah, constructive criticism from him. Please, what? Okay.
yeah, that's
Yes.
so good. Oh, that's so dope. I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yay, good. Okay,
So
well,
thank you.
that's the
Yes, thank
business
you.
part of it. And so, then the
Mm,
other side, we creative. That's like a whole, you see how separated that was? It's like we had a whole business conversation on a creative job, right? We haven't even talked
right,
about the choreo part or like the creative side of it. But what I'm saying, we're gonna handle the business first. That way
right.
you ain't gotta
Business
be worried
first.
about the money at the end. Like, okay, well, how am I gonna get paid? Or what's, you don't have to deal with all that. It's like we're going in, your deal memo, very good, very good. Like
Yes.
that's so yeah, deal
Yeah,
memo.
I remember because that's what you say. You like get it ready, and I had it ready. All I had to do was like tweak a little things, of course, of what like what she wanted and stuff like that. And then I was like, I wasn't even worried. Like I'm usually always worried, like, okay, am I charging too much or am I not charging enough? Like, what? But this time I wasn't worried. I was like, it is what it is. It feels good, so let me just go ahead. And she called me back, and she was just like, wow, with my prices. I'm like, okay, cool, we
Yeah,
good. Love it.
that's
So
so
yeah,
good. That's amazing. Yay. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
thanks.
Yeah. I'm liking it. I love it. Oh my God. I love it. I love hearing it in real time and having like, oh yeah, deal memo. Oh, okay, okay. Watch. People gonna be like, what you did now? Deal memo. What's that?
Right, like yeah, you got to get on it. You got to get on it.
Deal memo. We will review it. We will review that again. Don't gonna be for 24, 25. Deal memo. I'm gonna need it. Oh, go ahead, Jadid. I know you had
I know
good. Okay. Okay, now you're gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta get my shit going because I need to let me get these classes, let me whatever. So yeah, I would go ahead and just go ahead and figure it out and get it done. And then everything else, like we're moving forward to September.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? Cece or Jocelyn? What y'all got going on? What's going on with the business? Um, so I know we building a strong. What do I want to talk about building strong connections? Okay, so well, one of the main things that not next Sunday. This is probably the Sunday after that. What Sunday is this month is like weird. One of the Sundays or one of the sessions, it might not be on a Sunday, it might be like however I had it scheduled. I wanted to talk about the getting you guys like media kits and stuff prepared as we go into the social media aspect of it. And my sister's we're gonna do like a tag team duo collab class when we do it, but that is something that I'm still like exploring and understanding how it's almost the same as having a resume or having like as a dancer having my dance reel or as a choreographer having my choreography reel or my bio, right? how you see how those are like, of course I have that, here's my resume, of course I have my headshot. These are all just automatics. This is what we do. We are dancers and choreographers and creatives and professionals, whatever. So this is a part of our kit as as it being in the industry. And everybody don't even have that. It's like, huh? You say you do this for real? You don't have a resume? Like, that's how you have to start approaching social media, right? So again, as much as I like stress about the importance of we're doing, all of the stuff in the every lane, music video, live shows, and tours and all that, social media is literally at the top because it's connected to all of those things. So social media, brand partnerships, creating collabs, like, building our with Instagram and all that kind of stuff. It's a part of what we are doing. Like we have literally added on to the plate when it comes to social media. And so being a part of that, there's a space there for us to make money. It's just like how I get booked for working with the artist, if I'm choreographing or if I'm booked as a dancer and I'm dancing for the artist. It's the same thing when you're thinking about social media. So if I want to get booked by a brand, the brand's like, hey, let me see your media kit. Just like the choreographer or the artist, the label manager folks be like, yeah, send me their Instagram. Can I send me their photo or headshot, send me their resume. I mean, if I'm applying for a choreography gig and they asking for, hey, checking your avail, I'm thinking, oh shoot, yeah, I'm available. Okay, great. Can you send me over your reel and your resume? And I've already literally probably have already worked with them, and they're still asking me, yeah, I still want to see. I want to see what you're doing. I never take for granted or assume that they're not going to ask for something from me. I don't care how long I've been doing this. So I'm 20 something years in, and they still asking. So if I know that, I know like y'all definitely need to like get in the habit of getting prepared because they're going to keep asking for it. It ain't going to be, oh, they asked me for my reel and resume or my dance resume, whatever, this year. And so I expect for them to never ask for it again. No, every year they're asking for it. So if I know that, I'm going to continue to like build. So social media is the same. They are wanting to know, who are you? How are you going to sell my product? How are we going to make money together? What are we doing? And I'm going to show them, hey, look, this is my media kit. This is the things that I feel I could offer to your company. Y'all, it's just like going to a 9-to-5 job. Like it's the same, going to the interview to get the gig, to get the job, not the gig. Going to a 9-to-5 job to get that salary job. And going to that interview, literally the same thing. Hey, here's my media kit. This is going to show let's just say, okay, put in the chat how many of you, and this is great because y'all can get an idea of what I want you to start focusing on before we do have this collab class with my sister. What are the brands that you see yourself partnering with, right? It could be as obnoxious as you want it to be. It could be, oh my God, I absolutely see me doing something with Nike. I see myself doing something with Apple. Yes, like I'm here for the products. Or, I love Bath and Body Works. Okay, great. What are those brands, right? We're going to start there. Okay. And then you start figuring out, okay, well, what are some brands that I can get now? Like I can literally, hey, I would love to use your product. I am a huge fan of yada yada yada. I use this all the time, blah blah, right? And I get their products. They send me their stuff in the mail. They ask you to, hey, can you do a reel, and it's just going to show how you use our products. Y'all definitely seen me do some. Some of those are paid too. It's like they'll pay you too and send you the products. So you get those products, right? You use them. You know what? We got to do content, right? Still got to do content. That's never going away. So I'm going to do my content with the coldest water bottle. Look, this is a brand I did a thing with them. They even sent me, had my name on it. So the coldest, right? I feel like I did a few reels for them. You know, whatever. So you do your little video. And this is not a small company. This is a really great company, right? But you do the reels and photo. These are all on the iPhone. This ain't like no professional type production, nothing like that. Literally put your phone on a ring light. It could be on the like literally nothing spectacular. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't a whole lot. It's no production involved. And you film yourself and you can be drinking, or if you're eating, or if you're whatever you're doing, right? Doing, oh my God, hand sanitizer. I'm grabbing stuff off my desk, literally, y'all. This is how this works. Oh my God, this is the best hand sanitizer. It smells so good. Okay, that's the reel. And I'm showcasing me using different products. Right now, I've gotten these products, and now I have these reels, so I can show these other companies. See what I did with these other companies? Yes, I would love to be able to work with you, collab with you, help, you know, sell your product, yada, yada. I need you to start doing that. Like that's like first, like lip gloss. You know, I'm literally at my desk, like, oh my God, these are the best scissors in the world. You know, whatever, like lotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I have the best, whatever. Like, oh my God, stickies, and I just do all my notes, and I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm selling the product. See how many products that was in like 2.5 seconds? They all have money. They all have money. They all have money, right? Imagine each of these people paying you something. Okay. So, like, that's how easy it is. You whatever you're using now, go and do a reel with the product and tag the company. The reel is not even about the product per se, but it just so happens to be in the reel. So, you know, Dell, you know, Panasonic. Oh my God, I love Panasonic. Like, I can keep going. You get the idea. Okay, so I'm doing my reels, whatever it was, it doesn't matter what the focus of the reel was. I'm just going to showcase some kind of product. And so now I'm showing that product, the company, the marketing person, the person that's scrolling right now on Instagram trying to find you because they looking for people that have hashtag their product or tag their product. And then they're going to find you. Oh my gosh, this is such a great video. Like, yes, we're looking for, sometimes they say ambassadors, sometimes they say collaborators, influencers, content creators, all of the different names, right? I'm trying to get a relationship. So start there. You know, you start it. You don't try to wait for somebody to come find you. Best believe if I'm posting and I tag a company, I'm trying to get their attention. I'm trying to get their attention because at some point they gonna reach out. They're gonna slide in your DM because you've tagged them, you know, enough for them to be able to notice. Somebody is on their Instagram and in the DMs. Somebody is getting a notification of a tag. So now we start with the smaller brands to just like to get the idea of, you know, you're just getting used to creating that. It's just like when you work with the artist, you go dance to their song, and so you tag the artist, you know, oh, you tag the record label, or I'm doing a skit to this actor, so I'm gonna tag the actor. It's same thing, brand, same thing. So I tag the brand, you know, it could be dance, it could be whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to always be dance related, right? Dance is our foundation, so we're going to be able to sell a product probably quicker because we have a talent and there's movement involved and it's creative. And it's like, oh my gosh. All right. So now that I have done that, what you need to do is start creating your portfolio or your resume of brands. It doesn't matter that they're not necessarily the big brands. I'm gonna get to them. Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna get to them. But I'm gonna start with these. These are like, I got free product, or they pay me to post, or they, you know, they're like, they saw my feed and they thought I would be a great, they would love, you know, it's gotta be legit. You know, we gotta make sure that it's like, it's a real company and they have real products or whatever. And then you start doing those type of reels first. That is considered you starting to build your brand resume. Yes, we do the artist resume, we do, you know, the TV and film, but what products are we using? What companies and brand partnerships do you have? And I'm talking about chips, y'all, it's literally any and everything you could possibly think of is a company that is probably on social media. You're gonna start going crazy because you're gonna be seeing so many different options to do stuff. It could be, I painted the bathroom, so I was tagging the paint company, Sherwin-Williams, whatever. I had the gun, like the spray gun, so I'm tagging that company. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking, ooh, this would be a great partnership for the studio. You know, hey, I have a studio. You know what I'm saying? Send me some stuff, pay me to do whatever. That's how you start thinking hair, jewelry, like endless makeup, of course, beauty and all that. What do you like? What are companies that you like? What do you use all the time? Relentless with it. Like, man, every month I'm buying this from this company. Every week I'm using this product. Every morning I'm going here because I love this. Whatever. Coffee, Dunkin', Starbucks, yeah. On and on, food, whatever. Any and everything you can think of. Every day I go to racetrack and I buy racetrack. Okay, I go to racetrack. Every day I do this. Every morning I do this. Every night I do this. What is that? That is consuming a product. In my mind, how can I make money from using this product? I'm going to create a reel. I'm going to start creating stuff like that. And I'm tagging the brand and I'm building. And then what happens is you don't even have to have a real partnership with these brands in order to build the resume. So let's say, for instance, all those products that I just showed, I really didn't have a brand, a business brand, ambassadorship or nothing with them. I just use the products. I'm going to use that content and start to create my media kit because I'm going to show how I interact with these type of brands. And so it may not be that brand that hires me, but it may be a brand that's a competitor of that brand. Or like, okay, yes, maybe this sanitizer company may not hire me, but another one will because they say, oh, shoot, yeah, we see you using hand sanitizer. We love that. Oh my God, that content was great. We would love to hire you. Can you? So keep going down the list. So I need you to start creating intentional content with a brand. It can be dance. You could be in class. Shit, you could be in class, but we tagging the shoes. We tagging the shirt you had on. We're tagging the hat that you wear. We're tagging the lip gloss that was like, or your lipstick that was popping in the video. Whatever. Like, we're intentionally tagging brands because I need to start showing what your media kit can look like with the brand part. The media kit will not be showing you dancing with artists. It will not be showing you on sets. It won't be showing you doing no TV show or no commercial. It's maybe the commercial because it's still a brand. But the idea is that as a micro influencer, me selling a Capri Sun is a thing for me to maybe, I don't drink Kool-Aid, but Kool-Aid would be like, oh my gosh, you killed the Capri Sun. Okay, let's that's maybe a company that would be able to give me the brand partnership deal. So now moving forward, you absolutely have to tag anything you're doing, anything you're posting that's you in there. I don't care if it's at least one brand attached in that video or the photo, whatever it is, we gotta tag them. If you got your hair done, yes, we tagging. If you went to a boutique store, you know, we're tagging them. If it's something that we can tag, we're tagging them. I don't care if it's Walmart, Target, you know what I'm saying, Walgreens, like you want your, you know, the content can be amazing. You can really go to these places and do it and still tag them. If it's toys, if it's, you know, like especially we got kids, like think really, really start thinking beyond, yes, I can get booked by artists and, you know, TV shows and everything, but I can literally get a check from a brand and it's quicker. You know, they're like, how much do you charge to do a reel? Okay, great. How much can we do? Hey, for this amount of money, can you do X amount of reels? And yada yada yada. Like those are like the kind of conversations that you'll be able to start having when we start talking about the brands. Like that's where I need you to start thinking now as you are creating content, obviously, but think about that brand or what you got on. You got on Adidas outfit. Okay, I need you to tag Adidas. If you got on whatever. Because when we start to do and create your media kit, we're going to be using those companies to show other companies of who you just happen to be wearing or working with. It's like, oh my gosh, you've done a lot of a lot of collab. And they're not about to go check. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They're not about to be like, oh, let me call the sanitizer commercial company to see if you really work with. No, they're not. They just see the product and they see, oh, okay, you know how to sell a product. You know how you can sell mine. Great. That's all they're looking at. So we'll go into more details probably on the next DancePreneur. I set the schedule, but I can't think it off the top of my head. Whatever the next day is for DancePreneur, we'll probably go more into details with the media kits and just kind of getting y'all mentally in that space because it is all connected, obviously, but it will help you see how this kind of works and what it can do for you when we start talking about brand deals and, you know, creating partnerships. We'll go a little bit more deeper, the social media aspect of it and all of that and how it's connected. But it is essentially another part of this thing in the entertainment. We are no longer just, like I said, dancers doing steps, you know, we are selling brands to, you know what I'm saying? We sell the steps, we sell the songs, we sell the scene, you know what I'm saying? We sell everything. We about to sell the products. Yes, absolutely. I'm about to sell this lipstick. I'm about to sell this makeup. I'm about to sell these AirPods. You know what I'm saying? Like thinking like that is imagine getting a check from those companies, you know, more than one. Yes. You know, even small amounts. Imagine getting like 5 different checks, you know, small amounts, whatever it is, from different companies that's completely different. Yeah, same. It's the same. Literally the same. I told the steps over here on this video shoot. Same thing. No different. Because that's the brand that we're selling. We're selling music. We're selling this record. We're selling for this artist. Same thing. Products. So yeah, so we'll go into more details on the next section. Go ahead, Tamika.
It was just a quick question. Because right now my following is not like great. So
Okay.
does that matter? Like if like I'm at like 100 and something right now. So like, are they gonna look at it like, okay, we can't partner with you because you're not gonna really bring us any revenue with that small following? Like, is that a thing?
So don't worry about the following. Start building. When you start doing the content and start posting, and that's going to build the following. Don't worry about the following. Build the content. The following will come. I promise you. Watch. There's a girl. I'm gonna send y'all her page. She started out. She had 9,000, and she just figured out. She figured out this like C-Star. She's like she sells cars. Like everybody knows it now because beginning is once you get like a hook. You can be creative when it comes to this. Like you can really figure out, okay, what are ways for me to build my following, right? So what she did was she would take a beginning of a video of somebody else that's like, I forgot how they call it, but it's like it draws attention fast, and you're like, oh my God. And then right when it happens, she cuts, and then it cuts to her, and she's like finishing out what would have been that video if it was something crazy, like the thing was doing a flip, and so she flips into the camera. She's like, come on down to come on down to Hyundai. I don't know what kind of car she sells, but she's a car salesman. And she went, I don't know what, let me see what her following is now. It was at 9,000. It was recently at 26,000. That's how fast she had 29.6. In a week's time, she only had 9. So all you got to do is start getting creative. That's it. Don't worry about trying to get the following. Just get creative. What is that for you? Everybody's obviously gonna be different, like your approach, but you'll build when you do the content. I can promise you that. So it could be something like that you are consistent with. And we can come up with strategies as well, and I can show you some examples. You can start by like, hey, these are the things that I like, this is something that I would probably post or talk about, yada, yada, yada. It can be talks, whatever. It's like, it's endless, right? And then that's how it will build. But start posting. Don't start trying to like worry about how many followers you got. Don't do that. Just start building. It will grow, I promise you. It will. Oh yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I got y'all. Yeah, we about to get into it. Don't worry, I got you. You ain't got to worry about. Don't even worry about the following. We're gonna build a following, but we're gonna come up with these strategies, and we're gonna definitely have these little. It's called like a hook. It's like, what's the hook? What's the thing that's gonna bring people in? And there's different things we can explore with that. So we'll get into that on the next call. But yay. Hey, very good, very good, very good. I'm excited. So yeah, tomorrow we go back into KK Platinum, and those of you that are just in DancePreneur, when is the next one? Because I know, hold on, let me tell myself. Is it, did I say Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday, okay, thank you. Ooh, I was like, I can't remember. So yeah, so DancePreneur only, we'll see you guys on Saturday, but everybody else, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. School. I know it's off days, Tuesday, sorry. But I was like, I gotta get a session in because we got stuff to do. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow and other ones on Saturday. Y'all have a good night.
Good night. See y'all.
Bye.